Hello everyone, this is Olivia from Doss Tarot. I'm here to do a reading for the sign of Capricorn. I did go ahead and lay out the cards. It looks like we have somebody here that is, well, first of all, the overall theme of the reading is the Star card. So usually the Star comes after the Tower. She gives guidance and help, and she blesses, she heals. She's got a lot of beautiful energy. Now, this is the Aquarius card, and we also have Taurus and Gemini on the board as well. But with the first row here, this looks to me like this is the Queen of Cups, and it looks to me like she's been really doing some heavy thinking, perhaps praying, with the Hierophant kind of backing her up. It's like she's, in this particular deck, she doesn't have a lid on her cup like the other decks. She's got that chalice with the lid on it, and she doesn't open it until she's ready to give her love. But to me, this is showing me that this particular deck, she's open to love. So I feel like she may be actually looking for love, and maybe there's been some kind of manifestation or prayer going on, and she's possibly going to receive that. And it also talks about the Ace of Swords. It's like saying that this queen is speaking her truth. She does not BS. When she's got her cup of love open, she's ready to give. But who is it? We don't know yet. But it looks like the Hierophant has brought somebody. This is the Lover's card. It's like saying, all right, here's the person that we're going to give you. But at the bottom, which is the worst card out of it, is the Nine of Wands. Now, this always talks about, as a matter of fact, if you guys will bear with me just one moment, I want to literally read this out of the book. This book I've been using forever. This is just a shorter version of it, so you can get to the card quicker. But it says the upright Nine of Wands shows that you are in a very strong position. You have fought long and hard to get where you are, and you endured heavy challenges, particularly in work. Being constantly vigilant and ingenious can be exhausting. However, so use your energy wisely. Plan all activities meticulously. And don't overexert yourself, and you will have all the resources you need to see you through. Thankfully, as with all minor arcana cards, this influence will not last forever. You won't always need to defend yourself to this degree or make so many sacrifices. So that's why I say the Star card is here, because there must have been some kind of sacrificing going on that she's done, and now she's reaping her rewards through the divine by asking for a soulmate connection. And there's one little last part here. I want you to see this. Oh, yeah. While it's appropriate to establish and protect your boundaries, defensiveness keeps you in a negative mindset. So keep that in mind. So there's a fine line between being defended and being defensive. Defended is you're protecting yourself, and defensiveness means you may be betraying a strong negative energy to someone. So it's almost like saying you need to really work on clearing this up, and don't be so defensive to others, because it might reject them. So it's like the divine is giving you a warning, Capricorn, right now. Yes, there's the opportunity for a new love, a new soulmate connection, but don't be defensive. It's kind of like the same with this Queen of Cups. She doesn't have her lid on. She's being completely open, very vulnerable. So if that's you, be open. Drop this right here. Just be done with it. Okay? But it's here on the board, so we're going to work through it and see why. And see if there's a way out of this negative energy. Because otherwise, the whole reading is absolutely beautiful. except for this. And it usually represents not only work, but it also represents how you portray yourself in new beginnings in romance. You know, how you portray yourself right at the beginning is very important. Remember, there's a saying about that. If it's the first thing you see, it might, I can't remember what it was. But let's see what we get here. Alright, let's clarify the Queen of Cups. Wait, before I do that, I did want to pull these first to see what kind of... The first card from the Lover's Oracle is this one. Oh, manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. This would be praying or dreaming for a soulmate. So trust your heart and continue to follow your guidance. That's beautiful. This one? This is an energy. Strategy. God, that almost sounds like this. It's almost like saying, be prepared. You know, don't be so open. It's like, use strategy. Or maybe it's saying the opposite. Don't be so defensive. It could be that that's really what it's saying. Don't be so defensive. Be open. It is kind of like that. It's like, yeah. Be open. Your strategy is to be yourself, is the way I would say it. And then the last one is from the Whispers of Love. Express love through gifts. A small token of love can convey great appreciation. Wow, that's really pretty. So there is somebody here that it looks like somebody's going to be making you an offer, a pearl ring or something in a shell, whatever it is. You know, they are going to be the ones that offer you the gift. Wow. This might be somebody that you already know. When I read this, it almost makes me feel like, you know, they're beyond the first date thing. It's more like, here's a gift for you. I really like you. That's more like what it feels like, to be honest. Wow. All right, let's start out with the Queen of Cups. Why is she here? Oh, she's been doing some deep internal searching. She has her own wisdom within her. We all do. But with the Hermit card, this is somebody that has learned how to go in a quiet mode, be alone, and go deep within and ask questions and try to figure out what it is. It's even more intense than the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is like waiting for time to pass because you've already figured out what it is you want. Whereas this is where you figured out what it is you truly want. And this is like asking for it to come true. Wow. Okay, let's see what the Hanged Man is here for, please. Something very passionate, possibly. It could be a fire sign. Could be a fire sign. Or what it is this, with the Ace of Wands here, this is expressing that there's a new beginning in your life. It's like a spark of new life. It offers the opportunity to make a move. It offers the opportunity of every aspect of your life becoming so much more easier and smoother without a lot of turmoil. Something that, and it could be you being very creative. It could be work, it could be career, it can be so many things with the Ace of Wands. To me, it's one of the more important ones than the others, which they're all important. I shouldn't say that. They're all important. But this one is more so. Let's clarify the Hierophant. Okay, so somebody was being... Again, it almost feels like with the Seven of Wands, we know that this means that this person is blocking. And it also indicates that they're blocking opposition against them. People that may be, saying, you can't do that, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't get involved with that person, you shouldn't give gifts, whatever it is. There was people around you that were making you feel like you didn't have your own sense about you to make your own decision on what you did in life. It's kind of like a controlling energy in a way, but it's from a bunch of people, probably family. There's a possibility there could have been family involved here. Interesting. And it also talks about being an advocate. And the advocate in this sense is somebody that's protecting people that can't protect themselves because they're either too young or inexperienced or too old. Something on that order. But it's protecting people that can't fight for themselves. It's a true fighter is really what this is. A defender. He protects. So you have the protection of the Hierophant. It's beautiful. Beautiful energy. Let's clarify the Ace of Swords. I think that what's going to happen here with the Nine of Cups, we all know, is one of the happiest cups. So this queen here, she has been very happy about her thoughts and how things seem to be falling into place. And she has decided that at this point in her life, she's not going to speak anything other than the truth because she knows that her happiness is what brought her here. And she knows now that by speaking the truth is always going to be a better thing to do. Because it's always going to bring the truth, and it's also going to bring that sense of inner happiness. This is like a wish come true. She knows it's going to happen before it even comes up. Isn't that interesting? I'm surprised I don't have either the High Priestess or the Moon card. Intuition, strong intuition. Beautiful. Let's clarify the Lovers. Clarify the Lovers. I'm going to get one more for this before I do that. Let me shuffle one more time. I want to get one more for the Ace of Swords, please. I mean, they are extremely happy. It's because you learned to speak the truth is what makes you happy. I mean, think about it. If you have to lie all the time and manipulate people, it gets to be a tough life, to be honest. Your inner psyche is all messed up because you're supposed to be speaking the truth, but you're lying or manipulating. And it could just be that this learning to speak the truth is more exciting and happiness. You feel more relieved. Let's get one more for it just to make sure. Peace and serenity. That's exactly what it's all about. The Ace of Swords is somebody being able to learn to speak their truth without feeling intimidated or without being rejected by what you say. It's like speak the truth. It'll always bring you the happiness and the peace and serenity that we all search for. Oh God, that's beautiful. All right, let's clarify that Gemini card, the Lovers. The Queen of Swords. Now this is somebody that's similar to the Queen of Cups in a sense. Granted, this woman has been through a lot of challenges in her life and a lot of hurts and pains. So she's learned how to be a tough cookie in a sense. And she does use her, again, she has the Ace of Swords in her hands. So when she's speaking to somebody, she expects to get the truth and nothing but the truth. So it's kind of coming back to the Ace of Swords here. And that's what she's expecting in a relationship with the Lovers. Whoever comes into her life, she's expecting them to always speak the truth like she does. There's no fiddle farting around. Let's get to the truth of every situation and not manipulate or hide or lie about things. That would be strategy. That would definitely be strategy. And you're manifesting your miracle, which I think is you're manifesting this, the lovers. It's a soulmate connection, a divine connection, basically. A divine connection. Let's clarify the Nine of Wands. Maybe in the past you were very defensive and had your guard up. And it's like, this talks about the past. It talks about reminiscing and a soulmate, and it could be that too. But maybe in the past, if you did have a divine connection, maybe you were a little, defensive. More than just defending yourself, but just defensive to others. It's kind of when two people are together and one of them has that energy up, it's like it repels the other person and they want to walk away and leave. Let's get one more for that too. Oh, you manifested to get rid of that. That's beautiful. So you already were manifesting, and it does say manifest miracles. And you have manifested that you no longer want what the way you used to be in the past. And when it comes to relationships, you don't want to have that guard up. You want to be open, like the Queen of Cups is up here. She doesn't have that lid on the chalice. Capricorn, you have manifested this energy to be eliminated from you, because you know that it destructs and blocks people that are probably good for you. Who knows how many times we've all done that. We've had that little, trophy thing going, like, well, this one isn't going to hurt me, or that one's... No, we can't be that way, because if you're that way, their energy feels your energy, and their energy says, oop, I'm out of here. So be careful. That's beautiful. And then let's clarify the Star. Why? I think it's because this has all been like a wish come true. You know that you're going to get something beautiful. I mean, it's already express love through gifts. Now, this Queen could be the King or Queen, if I didn't mention that already, because to me, if you look at their energies, they're the same. Very much the same. It's when one or the others reverse, where no, they're not. Their reversals are not the same, just when they're upright. Let's clarify the Star. So you could be dealing with a Cancer as well, because this is the Chariot. Now this could also mean that you're moving forward, and from here on out, everything you do is going to be completely different than what you've done in the past. You're changing your whole persona. You might be changing your looks. You might be changing the way you react to people. It could be everything. Let's see what else we have. But this is like me telling me that you're balanced with the black and the white Sphinx. It's like you're balanced. So whatever you choose to do is going to be a balanced perception, a balanced presentation. I feel like somebody is growing up here, to be honest. I mean, I don't mean to be... I can't say that the word is growing up, but somebody's definitely maturing because they've learned a lot of lessons. She's learned a lot of lessons. That's why she's a little hesitant. But if she's going to speak the truth, she wants everybody else to also. Let's get one more for the Star. Oh, the Empress. Yeah, all the work that you've done, you are now the Empress. You have learned from experiences, and you've learned how to go within, you've learned to use the divine, you've manifested, you know what you're doing. You are now the Empress of your own world. It's beautiful. The Empress, of course, we all know is the most loving and doting person. She's a mother type figure. Doesn't mean she's old, it just means she's a mother and she knows what life is all about. That is absolutely beautiful. On the bottom of the deck, look at this. You have the Two of Cups. There's definitely going to be some kind of soulmate connection for you. Definitely, definitely. When you have the Lovers and you have the Two of Cups, I don't think it gets any better. Plus you have the Six of Cups. I don't think it gets any better than that, Cappy. I really don't. You were on your way. Wow, it's a very nice reading. I hope you enjoy it. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys next time. Namaste.